Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. And I will try to keep my presentation short so it won't be blocking you from the delicious pizza. Hi, I'm Sue. I'm part of the Eigen strategy team and currently the only one in Asia for the team. My DA colleague, unfortunately, because of flight delay, won't be able to make it for the presentation. So here I am introducing what we're working on right now for EigenDA. EigenDA, converting cloud to crypto. What does that mean? We'll take a step back and take a look at the cloud space right now. So applications today, as we know, our Web 2 applications are using a lot of software as service in the background. So for example, if you want to, let's say, build up a little jewelry shop, you'll likely be using AWS cloud service, and also you'll probably need a payment service, for example, like Stripe, or in China, you can use WeChat Pay, Alipay as your payment service. So to build a little store on the internet, you'll be using a set of software to help you make that happen. So right now, that is happening in the crypto space as well, and that is what we're trying to accomplish here. We want to create a place where builders, instead of worrying about, oh, what kind of infrastructure tools I'll need to use, they could just go into the shop and select a set of services that they will need. So they don't need to worry about the infrastructure setup anymore. They can just build whatever they want. So that is our mission here. I want to show a little bit beforehand on cloud apps and crypto apps at the current stage. So as we can see that we're always struggling between the balance of value and also throughput. So the amount of value that is going to be stored in a blockchain and also the speed that the transactions can come through, there's a constant trade-off here. So for example, for a lot of the DeFi apps right now, for Uniswap, etc., the value per bit is very high. And then for some of the cloud apps such as social gaming apps that would need a lot of constant transaction, constant validation, they'll require a very high throughput. Throughput means that you'll have a lot of transaction going through within the time limit so that when your consumers are playing these games or interacting on these social apps, they won't be experiencing any lagging because of the on-chain technology constraint. Well, this is something that is going on right now. However, achieving both high value per bit and throughput is very difficult. And that is something that we're trying to solve here. So for rollups right now, so for app chains, the reason why you use rollup to start with is to increase efficiency and to ensure that users from your side goes through a very smooth experience. But there comes with a lot of problems right now. So one is, of course, throughput, as I just mentioned. So for developers, they're worried about the block space issues. They wanted to make sure that the transaction can go through as much as possible within a very limited amount of time. And cost as well. So right now, to post the call data back on the main blockchain, it is very costly. And a lot of app chains probably won't be able to bear this cost. So if you choose, let's say you build a game app and the cost is high, you could either choose to pass on to your consumer or to take it in-house and take it on yourself. So if your consumer has it, then that means it's more expensive to play your games or interact socially. So that would be an issue. So your consumer probably will stop playing because of the high cost. But if you take it in-house, it means that you'll be spending more money that you work very hard raising from the VC side on just spending it on the roll-up cost. That itself is also not ideal. And thirdly, on security, of course, as we want to increase efficiency, we also don't want to sacrifice security. So that is another key component here that we wanted to ensure that Rollups has. as it improves all the application's efficiency. And lastly is on features. So feature is very interesting because right now a lot of the roll-up service is presented as a standalone product. So when you, as an application builder, trying to integrate with roll-up, trying to build out your own app chain, you're not natively integrated with any other kind of set of service that you want to use. So you will still need to integrate your roll-up with other elements that you are wanted to build for your apps. So that itself is also not ideal because you'll spend more dev hours on integrating with other services. However, yeah, I think this slide sequence is a little bit mixed up, but basically what we're trying to say here is that for consumer apps, as I mentioned just now, Rollup is a way for you to build a very ideal environment for your consumer because consumers will go through this very smooth experience without experiencing any kind of the technical issue that on-chain transaction is bringing. So if you're an app builder and application builder and you don't have much to spend, you want to save costs, you still want to enjoy roll-up efficiency, then what do? Just like Patrick here, have $3, what's your solution? I present to you EigenDA. So EigenDA addressed the 4 issues that we just covered in different ways. So we'll touch on throughput first. So I'll just take a pause here for everyone to look at the data on the screen and to see the kind of data availability rate improvement and also the node bandwidth improvement here. As you can see, the number is significant. So for us, EigenDA has an order of magnitude improvement over crypto scale today. For builders in the space using Rollup as a service, they could enjoy the efficiency that Rollup provides with the scaling that Rollup's bringing, at the same time also enjoying the low cost that is improved by the EigenDA service. So on the cost side, if we look at today, the DA cost is very high and it's uncertain. So for a lot of the app chains out there, if you're a DeFi DEX that's building out your own chain, for example, like Avo, you'll be spending a lot of money posting the call data back to the Ethereum main chain. And with EigenDA right now, you'll be able to enjoy Rollup with a low DA cost and also have a long-term DA reservation. And on top of that, you don't even need to pay DA. You can even pay DA in your native token. So EigenDA will allow user to do dual staking, which is a concept allows you to not just stake Ethereum to secure the network, but also stake your native token. So that itself is another powerful element that we're bringing to you. And that's what set us apart from a lot of other DA in the space. And on the feature side, as I mentioned right now, for the Rollup, it's a standalone product offering. It is not really natively integrated with other services. However, on EigenLayer, as we onboard more AVSs, that is any protocol that requires proof of stake security that's building in Eigen, all these AVSs are like little tools that builders could use later on to build their application. So EigenDA being one of our AVS is helping to provide a data availability tool, while other AVSs are addressing fast finality and also building decentralized sequencer. We have AVSs that are doing restaking bridges. We have AVSs that are doing modular MEV. So all these parts for the builders in the future, when you come in and you see this set of tool over here, easily you can mix and match and choose the elements that you want to build the application that you want. So instead of having a standalone product, EigenLayer is bringing you a huge marketplace for you to select all the tools that you want as a builder so you can really enjoy this innovation that you wanted to build without the worry of choosing the infrastructure or building the infrastructure yourself. So that is why, that is the mission that we are trying to accomplish here. And that is what we hope that the future could look like for all our builders. So we can take a look at this marketplace that could potentially be on EigenLayer. So right now we have a set of like AVSs that's building roll-up services, decentralized sequencing, bridges, MEV, watchtowers. And on top of that, we could also have coprocessor, AI inference, Linux, databases, ZK provers. And then moving even further away, we could also have for better security for the entire network. We can introduce all the secret sharing, secure multi-party, and FHE, etc., to help builders to further increase the security. And eventually we'll have companies like WorldCoin, etc., to do all these like bigger scale vision project that's proof of identity, proof of location. So all of these are something that EigenLayer want to present to everyone. So you can see us as a marketplace for builders. Whatever you wanted to build, we are here to provide you with a set of toolbox. It can either come from our AVS side or coming from all the validator set that is here for you to use. And that's why, tying back to my first example of Web 2 creating a little shop, you'll need to use cloud service or you need to use payment service. Here, as a Web 3 builder, you have all the services here available for you to choose, so you can build your little store with a very easy process. So lastly, I want to touch that we're currently still in the testnet phase, but in the very short term, we will be announcing our mainnet launch soon, so hope everyone stay tuned for that. At the same time, our EigenDA product will also be live, so I hope everyone to share us our feedback, any feedback that you have, and if you are a roll-up service provider or a builder that is looking to use our DA or any of the services that I just mentioned, feel free to get in touch with us, and we're happy to speak to you. We'll skip this part. Join us in bringing cloud to crypto, and that's the mission that we're trying to accomplish. Thank you, everyone.